Well, welcome to Louisiana, where you never know when it's going to rain, even when it's not supposed to rain. So, something real quick. I've always kind of preached it, but I've never been able to show y'all it. We're having to use singles, non-dualed out tires right now on the new Skidder. They're over there taking the old duals off, and they'll be swapped out here in another couple hours. But it rained about 1/4 inch last night, so I'm fixing to show y'all how important duals are in our area, and how tire chains, kind of going back to the tire chain thing, tire chains wouldn't even help you here either. So this is where we've been skidding this morning with those singles. The ground is good over there. This is our access. This is not a down road. There's no root damage done or anything like that, but y'all see how deep it's cut down. Those drag marks you see right there, that's belly pan marks. Same thing all over here where all this is. You're fixing to watch him come out of the row here with a drag. Not able to really load it all the way up because it's just falling in the ground. But you see how it pulls down, and then it just pulls. This is why we don't use singles, because although we're not hurting anything, it's gonna look like complete crap. And if our little forester comes out that's looking over us right at this moment, she's gonna freak out because she's not used to seeing this kind of stuff. We're gonna watch him come out of here a few more times, but I've never been able to show y'all why we don't run singles. This is why we run duals year round. This is why I don't take my duals off ever. For this simple reason, right? I mean, it's going down, it's hitting hard dirt underneath there, about 12 inches deep. But you never know when it's gonna rain here. You never know when you're gonna get a freak thunderstorm, blow up. Like last night we had a cold front push through. They was saying just a little bit of, like, there wasn't supposed to be any rain at all with it, but they were wrong. Like over on Dad's job, they got over 3/4 inch. Yesterday that machine was working right here, and the ground was looking like this right here. It was fine, there was nothing wrong with it. Get over in front of his row and watch him come back up and out of it. I mean, it gets around so much nicer in the woods without the duals. We would rather not run duals just because it's easier. But it's also part of our agreement, kind of like having a track shear. The company pays you more for having duals and having track cutters, and because you stay in ground like this all the time. It's an added cost, so they compensate you. Sounds like our Peterbilt coming in over here. Don't know if y'all can see him through the bushes. I can see him. Can y'all see him? There he is. Easing in. That's going to be his second one out of the woods today. His third one overall, including his one that he had jacked up from yesterday. So we'll watch him come out here a few more times and let y'all watch the new 748L. I said 748L. I meant to say 748L2. New brakes are tight on that grapple. I'm going wonk it, wonk it, wonk. You also see how he can't get up on the wood. The duals getting, you know, it would jump up on that wood, and he just can't do that with this. I think he's gonna try and place that piece of wood in that rut right there, but it's not gonna stay. That single tire is just gonna squirt it right back out, just like so. Working with singles in my area just makes it so much more difficult. We're gonna have to get him to get more in that grapple than that. Should be building him a pretty good drag now coming out of there. I stopped him and told him if that thing can't hold half a drag at least, we're gonna have to wait till he get the tires put on it. Is skidding that little bit out at a time, that ain't being profitable at all. We let him develop a bad habit of grabbing his wood real far back with the old skidder because it was, the grapple didn't want to hold it. Y'all see how he's got his wood run all up in that headache rack? Or that rack, and his booms are shoved back? That's not the most efficient way to be skidding with it. Whenever those booms are back, you're taking weight from the front and you're putting it on the back. And you need more weight put on the front. You need to, the further you can suck them booms up, the more it lets you put weight on the front of the skidder, and the better it's going to work the wetter ground. But we let him develop a pretty bad habit with the old skidder because the grapple was getting wore out and it wouldn't cinch down on the wood right. And you had to grab the wood so far back for it to hold it. To hold the wood without letting the grapple slide off the wood. We're going to have to get him out of that bad habit and back into the habit of grabbing that stuff. You want about 2 foot of butt stuck in front of your, just past your grapple tongues towards the machine. That's the way I was always taught to do it. And that's the way it's always been done on our jobs, and that's the way it works best for us. I'm not saying that's the right way. I'm not saying that's the wrong way. I'm just saying that's the way we do it, and that's how we make things work. So that hawk, I don't know if y'all just saw that hawk fly down up there. Caught him something. He's flying away with it. Let's see if we can zoom in on Mr. Hawky Hawk up there. Where is he at? Well, I don't see him on the camera. Oh, yep, there he is. Right there. He's eating whatever he just caught. Alright, back to skidding. Let's see if he gets his wood a little bit closer to his butts this time. See, what you need is that wood to be close enough to the butts to where you get both of them bottom booms sucked all the way into you and up as high, And then one, it gets wood off the ground. Two, it gets weight on the nose of the skidder, and it helps the machine work better. And then whenever you get that wood that close up, it's not shoved up into that headache rack, and that wood will shove that machine around if it's up against that rack back there. You need it. You need to be able to suck them booms all the way up and have it to where the wood can swing freely. Then you back your booms up like 6 or 8 inches when you go to make this turn right here. Oh, that just broke. And whenever you make your turn, you drop them booms back just a touch, make your turn, suck them back up to you, and head on to the set. The more you can keep that wood from dragging on the ground, the less diesel you burn, the faster your skidder will pull, the less more wood you pull at the end of the day. It's a win-win situation for everybody. So, that is not the grapple squeaking, that's the brakes on it. Gonna back it up and even up his butts. He's got one more on the other side he's got to get. You watch him tongs go in the ground. You'll see how it gathers up that debris. That's what I was talking about in a previous video about just needing to skim the dirt. The skidder set down on him right here. He's almost belly pan deep. Come on, little skidder. You got to get your wood dropped further back, Michael. You see how he couldn't turn no more? That wood was all up against the back of the skidder. And once you get those butts twisted out like that, it's not a big deal how far you have that mess grabbed back. Now, you see how it's hung on his... shove it back, Michael. Y'all saw it? You see how it hung right there? You see how his grapple's twisting all up on him? That's because he's got those butts hung on that rack. And he ain't paying attention behind him. There he goes. Now he undone it. Holy... This is why we don't use skinny tires. I mean, this right here. This is why we don't use skinny tires. And those are 35.5s. Those are pretty wide tires. Dual 50s would be doing the same thing. 43s, 44s, they'd all be doing the same thing right here. It'd take a 50 or a 44 longer to do this, but they'd still be doing the same thing. So we'll be back after a while with something else. Maybe we just may make all every bit of that right there one video. Who knows? But we'll be back to wrap it up regardless. So something I feel like we need to kind of cover real quick here too. When you see me saying something about my operators, it's not that I'm slamming them or talking trash about them. I see something that needs to be improved, and to keep a top-notch crew, I'm going to point it out to them. I'm not just going to continue to let them keep doing whatever wrong. We're going to fix whatever the issue is to keep the job rolling efficiently. I had a couple guys actually, get mouthy with me because I was speaking hard of my operators, especially the skidder drivers. Michael's still very green on a skidder. he's got a lot to learn. So when I see something wrong, you know, if y'all are seeing it with me, y'all are gonna hear about it, and then whenever I get done telling y'all about it, then I'm gonna go show him. And Michael's gotten better and better and better because of it. So just keep that in mind whenever I talk about the operators. Alrighty, guys and gals, we got her fattened up. She's ready to go. At the end of the day, we had a hellacious day. I'm gonna sum everything up real quick. Tire people took forever getting the tires put on. Blow the line on the track shear, first one I've ever blown inside the machine like in the body of the machine. Can't complain on that. Didn't have it, had to go get it made. On that, somebody the other day was like, why don't you just buy a hose machine for your shop? It'd be cheaper. Well, we do. I have one. Dad has one. We have one. Have you all worded. But when you're 36 miles from the house and you're 15, 18 miles from the store that can make probably a little bit better quality rubber hose, I'm going to get the better hose and the closer one to get it back together faster. That way we don't miss any more wood. Let's see. Tracks are falling off the track machine, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Oh, our ground's going to poop because we had to use those narrow tires this morning. Y'all saw that, and it killed the ground, and it ain't wanting to recover. So yeah, so much fun. But I think we got all of the issues kind of lined up, except for track code. At least we got a new skidder. So I don't know, guys. We'll get it fixed up. We'll get it back together, or we'll do not together, so to speak. We'll get it lined up, get it lined out. There we go, lined out. Today was just another one of those like extremely long days. Things just kept happening and happening and happening and happening, and we got it. We made today. We got our quota, and it's just awful hard to miss your quota in this kind of wood. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Appreciate everybody's support, and all the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I think that's all I got, guys. So until the next video, I will be back then. But until then, make sure y'all go down below, like this video, leave me a comment, please. Ask any questions you feel like asking, and I will get to them eventually. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And until the next video, I'll catch y'all next time.